Well, you can't always hear yourself, and sometimes that's all right. Hi, I'm Darren. These are my hands, and I'm doing another live stream. Anyway, hi. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm so glad that you're here, watching my hands and taking a look at cards with me. Hey, Star Scrunch. So good to see you. So, let's see. Who's in the chat right now? We got Tom, we got Game and Grew, we got Reliable Toasters, and we've got Star Scrunch, and there's other folks watching, and that's cool too. Hey, Tom, don't worry. If you got to leave, you got to leave. I'm glad you popped in for a little bit. So, when we were here last time, yes, isn't this a lovely Funko Groo? It's not really a Funko Groo. I was showing this off last time. This is a, see if that's a, oh, you know what? I can hear myself. My audio is coming out of something nearby. Anyway, this is a 3D print that my good buddy Doug made for me. Doug is in the chat as Reliable Toasters. And look at Groo's katanas come out the back. It's so cool. Yeah, very custom. And I thought I'd throw down the Groo birthday cake head candle because, you know, as unpopular as the actual video was, I had so much fun making this guy. I thought it was great and I enjoyed it on my birthday cake. So, Groo head. Okay, I can hear myself coming through somewhere. I've got to figure out where this is coming through so that I'm not creating any strange feedback situations. Am I hearing myself in my ears? I'm not. Okay, where else could I be hearing myself coming out? Hey. I hear myself. I hear echo in my room. There's echo here. Oh no. And it's definitely coming from, okay, I know where it's coming from. And I have sound in my ears. Cool. All right. Everything as it should be. So, yeah. Funko Groo candle head, beard whiskered, and a whole schwack of Groo cards. Now, here's the first 9, right? Here's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, and 18, and 16 is missing. Uh-oh. So, we're going to be looking for number 16 as we go through the rest of the cards tonight. And I'm going to move Candlehead Groo away. And I think this is good here. So look at that. Oh, I haven't really looked at these too closely since, was it like a week? More than a week ago. I like this one, The Thought. Let me try bringing this up to the camera, see if I can figure out where I need to hold it to get, oh, you know what? I don't like this ring light here. Let's turn this off. There. Looks a little bit better like that. Wiggle, wiggle. Anyway. Oh, these really are beautiful. I know you guys have probably seen them before, but for anybody who's watching this later who hasn't actually had the opportunity to have these beautiful cards in their hands, man alive, they are beautiful. Really, Really beautiful. So we'll be looking for number 16 as we go through the rest of the cards. Oh, and we'll be putting the rest in these nice sleeves. Game & Groo says, I once made a clay statue of Groo's head. Oh, that kind of resembles my candle cast. Well, thank you, because I don't know why I'm saying thank you. That's cool. Okay, so let's talk about this for a second then. Game & Groo. There's Groo, the candle head. And there's funny Fatso Groo. Let me grab this. And here is the cheese dip statue. So I don't know if you've ever seen this in person, Game & Groo, but I ended up, when I was working on the candle head, see that? I tried to make the nose as close to the cheese dip statue nose as I could, because in my estimation, that's a good looking nose. Hey, Graph! Hey, Shane Buckley! Speaking of Shane Buckley, how appropriate that you show up as we were looking at this wonderful cheese dip statue. All right. That's one angry Graph. As long as your sculpture is hideous, you've nailed Groo's look, in my opinion. I hear ya. I know what you mean. I know what you're saying. Star Scrunch, you've never seen these cards in person? Oh, let me tell you. You've got to rectify that situation. They are, you know what? I think I said this, oops, sorry, last time we were looking at the cards, that that I'm not super precious with my Groo collectibles, but man alive, these are so nice. They really are worth, I think, that little bit of extra protection. Comics, you know, I can pile a ton of stuff on comics, and it doesn't bother me too much, but I do want to keep my cards looking pretty good. If I put Groo up there, that'd be all right. Now, here's something. Let's take a look at Groo and Chakal here. And I've noticed this. This is number 92, comes after 91, which comes after 90. Good, haven't lost anything else. What are your thoughts? When you look at this card, what do you think? What do you see? What do you say? Oh yeah, Shane. Shane, you've hit numerous jackpots in your life, in your Groo collecting life, I think. Let me see if I can get some light on this a little better. It's not... Anyway. Yeah, weird shadows. Like, not only is Chakal super tanned or something in this card, but even Groo, he's got like the depth of shadow on that, eh? Yeah, weird shadows. That's for sure. And, yeah, I don't know. I don't really like the color on that card. It just seems, I don't want to say that I don't like the color, but it's overdone. Like, What's with the, what do you call it? You know, like these colors, that's not a good example. Like Bunta here, very flat. Las Serenas, very flat colors. Dinner, we've got that, I can't use my words tonight. What's it called? It looks voluminous. There are gradients to the color. Tom was, I don't know, going a little bit overboard with the Groo and Chakal card. And especially, like, when you put it right between Las Serenas and this Unfair Fray card, it just really stands out. I'm going to move my light situation here. See if I can... give us a little bit less harsh light. Is that okay? Is everyone all right with that? No? Okay. Giraffe asks, colored on computer? I don't know, but I was talking with Tom Luth, close to a year ago about his coloring in Groo and when he went digital. And Marvel, oh, what's this? That's underneath. Good, little hair. Marvel really did not want him to go digital. So I was speculating that late in the Marvel run, maybe he went digital, but he says nope, that wasn't until Image. I think he was allowed to do a couple of the covers digitally in the Marvel run. Hey, it's John Adams. Somebody want to let John know what mulch is? What pirates? All right. Oh, I love this one. Captive audience. I love the light and the shadow and the hatchwork, and looks great. Did he say why Marvel didn't want him to go digital with his coloring? I do not recall if he told me why or not. I don't know. That's something we could ask him, though, because he's been pretty good about responding to questions. So, yeah, I guess anything I would say would just be speculation. Excuse me, I need to blow some dust. Oh, here, let's do it like this. Oh man, that's super glare. Yuck, I don't like that. Yeah, I guess my understanding is that Tom was ready to go digital before many of the other colorists were ready to go digital. So I don't know why Marvel was hesitant, crinkle, crinkle, to go that way, but yeah, 'tis what it is. Oh, this is fun. This is number 100, otherwise known as the top half of 103. Here, I bring that in close enough so that we get some light. Yeah. Yep, I don't like the light situation. Gonna move it again. All right. It is Centenacard. It's card 100 of 153. Hopefully 153. Hopefully it's not 152. I hope card number 16 is in here. Look at these yellow-faced mendicants taking a vow of poverty. Hey, let me bring it up a bit for you. Did you hear that bing? Tell me you didn't hear that bing. Or if you did hear it, tell me that you heard it. The Mendicants. It was issue number 60 when we did a story about how no one ever seems to do anything about the homeless. Kind of sad that nothing changed, huh? Have I picked up Gods Against Groo number 4 yet? Well, what are you suggesting, Shane? Are you suggesting that perhaps I haven't picked it up yet? I feel like I need to prove myself. I'll be right back. Fortunately, I don't have to go very far. What's in this box? That's Destroyer Duck. What's in this box? That's the Marvel Run. What's in this box? Oh, that's not the right box either. It was in the box that starts with Destroyer Duck. Oh, that's not it. Number 2. I'll tell you a story when I get back. It's not a good story, but it's a story. Gods Against Groo number 1. Gods Against Groo number 2. Gods Against Groo number 3. Gods Against Groo number 4. Shane, why'd you just get it last night? Do you have like subscription and just shows up late? Do you have to wait? That's no fun. I'm sorry for that. Oh, look at this. For some reason, when I bought number 3, I saved 54 cents. Why'd I get a discount? That's weird. Oh well. Okay, so here's the funny story. Going to get number 3. And showed up with my boys to the comic shop, picked it up, brought it home, driving home in the car, comics in the back seat with the boys. I say, actually, yeah, I said, hey boys, tell me about what's on the cover of Gods Against Groo number 3. Wow, the delay in my voice is still really throwing me off. Anyway, he starts describing it. He says, oh, well, you know, all the gods are up there in the clouds and they're fighting with Groo, and Groo's wearing a cape. And I think he might have even said, did he say the spy versus spy gods were up there? Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't. We were just talking about that. Anyway, I get home and I look at it. It's like, this is familiar. This is another copy of Gods Against Groo number 2. So I had to go back and get Gods Against Groo number 3. So what's the deal with the online subscription? Does that just mean Dark Horse sends them to you, or you just have like a digital subscription, you just read online? I can't imagine, Shane, that you would only read online. Man, what's that? A little bit of fluff. Caballo. Caballo? Caballo. The horses of Caballo. The guy at the center is named, what's he named? Yenga, for reasons that should be obvious. Cabello in issue number 61 was a king who had some horses, and Yenga was a guy who was trying to steal them, and Groo was guarding the horses. And well, it's just, let's just say, nobody wound up too happy at the end of this one. Okay, in it goes. I like Groo on horseback. Oh, really? That's it. It's just a little tour. 103. Did I number 4. This is the 4th and final Did I card. It's yet another ship sunk by Groo. He does this a lot. Okay, 2 comments. First comment. I was expecting, but I get why not. I was expecting this to be a 1, 2, 3 down the side, because we already had a 1, 2, 3 across the middle. That's not it. That's not it. Where's the gorditas and the gordosa? There we are. Right? So we got the 3 across the middle. I was expecting maybe 3 down the side. Flickety flick. Star Scrunch. Let me see if I can get this right. Lauren says, why do you keep your receipts? Lol. I don't know. I don't know why I keep my receipts. I just started doing that. There's no real reason. Hey, look, it's that same horse. In issue number 62, Groo briefly took to riding a horse. Oh, wow. See, we were talking about horses a couple weeks ago on the video. This one had one of our better morals. If you doubt a friend, you are not a friend. 103. So yeah, I don't know why I kept the receipts, but I did. Sorry, I'm getting behind here. Ooh, the painter. John Adams. I'm old school. Ain't no school like the old school. I like having the physical copies. Yeah, and Shane, feel free to chime in, because I know you are a collector par excellence, and I wouldn't believe you even if you told me that you don't keep physical copies. Oh yes, there we go. They send me the physical copies. The stores I used to go to closed when COVID hit. Ah, gotcha. Yeah. Doug Reliable Toaster says, I like how 1 and 2 fit together. Me too. This reminds me of a corner box from Image. I'm not going to dig it out. One of the Image comics. It's got that gag going on. Okay. How do you pronounce this word? E-R-R. Did I Did I err? I think I naturally want to say, did I err? But I always think I'm making a mistake when I say it like that. How do you guys say it? Lauren says, I spent the afternoon digging through the dollar bins and I found the full set of 6 issues. Oh, you found all of the Action Speak. That's pretty nice. Oh, wow. Great. Good quality. That's nice. Do you guys have, like when you're talking about comic shops and comic shops closing and going rummaging through the dollar bins, do you guys live in places where there are multiple comic shops for you to shop at? Yeah, you're right, Doug. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And I'm not going to expose too much of what's going on over here, but look at that. You're totally right, Doug. That's totally issue 33, eh? Very similar, anyway. Good call. I'm just curious because I think Thunder Bay, where I live, I think we're really lucky to have what we've got. We've got essentially 2 comic book shops. And one of them is the cool vinyl records and rock t-shirts and comic books and toys and stuff like that, but kind of a little bit more on the dark and dingy side. And that's where I go to rummage through the bins. And then my regular is they've always had quite a good online presence, so they sell online. Probably one of the is that all right in the corner there? One of the biggest online comic stores in Canada, at least. Yeah, he's got multiple levels, a great basement full of so much great stuff. But yeah, so that's Hill City. That's this place here, Hill City Comics. Snookerman. Sorry, Snookman. Snookerman. We've got Emerald City, huge store, close by. Maybe 3 or 4 other smaller shops. That's cool. Yeah, I was talking, Rougher Man. I was talking to the owner of Hill City a couple weeks ago, and he was talking about how things really got shooken up in the comic distribution world during COVID. And it's like Diamond is no longer the only game in town. Jester's Sketchbook, welcome to the live stream. So glad you could join us today. So yeah, I noticed we got a few more people popping in. I'll just let you know what we're doing. It's Wildstorm Groo Trading Card Day, and I've got my set here. Oh, and they're just so beautiful. Like the cards themselves, obviously beautiful. Like, look at this stuff. It's wonderful. I'm trying to keep it so that you can see it nicely. But oh, so pretty. Yes, so pretty. And oh, just trying to keep them in nice shape. As I was sleeving them, is that the verb of what we're doing here? Last week or a couple weeks ago, noticed there's something missing here. I'm actually missing card number 16, Thais and the Pleudos. So I'm really hoping, can't cross my fingers properly, crossing my fingers that it's in here somewhere, but I don't know if it is. I think I might have 152 cards, not 153. Is it 153? Yeah, 153. So, well, we'll see. And if the full set's not here, if number 16 isn't around, it's not the end of the world. It just means that I've got one more thing to collect. The verb. Yeah, these really are. Oh, just noticing a different back here. These really are beautimous. And I'd encourage you, do they come with orange bubblegum? No. If you haven't been able to see these in person, man, you're missing out. I'll say that much. Try to get this a little closer so you can see it a little bit bigger without getting too much glare. But they really are awesome. Oh, good. Whew. See, this is what I was thinking. I was thinking, when did the back change? And I was getting scared there that I was missing another one. So, Supreme General getting locked in the tomb. The stocking, the book burners. So many memories. Okay, let's flip back for a second to, what number is this? Number 92, Groo and Chakal. And let's compare Chakal on the cult card here, number 116. What are your thoughts? If you had to say one was more representative of Chakal than the other, would you choose this one like I do? I don't know. That's a 10 or something. $97. Where are we at? Here we are. Beautiful. Tom Koch. 153. Yep, that's great. Thanks. Tom, I am going to be close to my old residence in Ottawa later on this summer. I don't think I'm going to make it to Ottawa. I've got a family wedding that I'm going to, and going to be close to Ottawa. Haven't been there since before the COVID times. It's been a while. Oh, yeah. So Tom is saying, and then there are the 9 images of Groo cards. So here, let's just take a quick look at the checklist here. So card 153 is the checklist, and it lists all of the cards, obviously, including Thais and the Pleudos. Number 16, the card that I don't have. And on the back, we've got a list of images of Groo. So in addition to the 153 standard cards in the set, there's these 9 images of Groo. So Groo cards drawn by other cartoonists, illustrators. And they were just randomly inserted, and they were much more rare than the regular cards. And there was also some signed cards that were randomly inserted in the pack, some signed Sergio autograph cards. Shane, you don't have those 9? I have a hard time believing that. Yeah, Stan did refer to in kind of like samurai armor, standing on guard. Here, let me just try to be careful as I slide this over. I'll read you the artists. There's Mike Allard, Kevin Nolan, Stan Sky, Dave Smith, Sam Keith, Simon Bisley, Jeff Smith of Bone, John K. Snyder III, and Jim Lee. Hey, Snookman, your first card is signed. Good for you. That's nice. Hey, my boys are just getting home. They were at the Merry movie tonight, and they're going to be noisy coming in. I'm going to take a 2-minute break. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Thank you for affording me that moment of solace. Okay, what do I get? I'm getting caught up here. 9 cards, image of Groo. Yeah, okay, cool. Tom, yes, we'll talk. We've got our emails, so I'll let you know. Shane doesn't have them. Stan did one. Super rare and expensive. Yes. Stuckerman says number 1 is signed. Are you referring to your images of Groo number 1 being signed? Because that would be super cool. Oh, yeah. Sounds like other... Sergio, I think, is widely regarded as almost like an artist. I think he's very well respected within the comic and the cartooning community. Also a really nice guy. Never met him, but I've, what you read about him, if it's true, he's a great guy. Snook didn't get. So Snook, you managed to buy your set and you had a signed Stan Sakai images of Groo in there. That's amazing. Oh, man. Super awesome. Okay, I got to keep going here. Oh, so great. What are we at? We're at 1:15. Oh, we got to get a move on here. Otoman. I work with the guy, and I saw him in person a couple months ago, but I haven't seen him in person very much over the last few years. Bobby the PS2, welcome. Anyway, he reminds me of Otoman. I like that guy. Hey. Oh, super. You're on a break, Bobby. That's great. I'm so glad that you decided to spend your break time to join us for a bit. That's wonderful. That's great. So we're still looking. I'm thinking that you know of the tragic tale of the missing... Oh, I'm digging it out here. The missing card number 16. Still haven't come across it in the stacks here. Just going to move these guys. Oh, Groo, your head. Okay, go over there. Get out of the way a little bit. Okay. I just want to kind of... I got a Commodore 64 right here, and it's kind of in the way. There's just too much stuff here. Okay, okay. Okay, where are we at? Endangered species. There we are. Yeah. Oh, so I didn't make that clear, Jester. Yeah, so looking for number 16. Oh, several characters turned into babies in the Fountain of Youth. Oh, so cute. So cute. Love this one. Oh, and the learning. Okay, hang on. Okay, just do it one at a time. One at a time. And I've got a comment to make on the last one here. Oh, so cute. Even a baby dragon. the Fountain of Youth. So it's tempting for me to refer to these drawings right here of several characters turned into babies in the Fountain of Youth as like Little Groo, but it's not Little Groo, right? And this is not Little Gruella, because Little Gruella isn't a queen. She doesn't have the crown. She doesn't have the cape. She doesn't have the, I want to call them gauntlets. And same with Groo. Lil Groo does not have Sakisama's swords, and he doesn't have this blue Walkman, right? He doesn't have his gauntlets, and I imagine around the corner there, Netsuka and the little pouch. So not Little Groo, just Baby Groo, Young Groo. I guess if Sergio and Mark call them baby, then we can call them that too. Just trying to show this. I want you to get a little bit of, wrong way, the art. I'm doing a really bad job of this. Am I no good? I'm getting better. There it is. There. I just wanted you to see a little bit of the art. This is not working very well. I'm going to do a proper video on these cards at some point, and we'll show off the art much better. Oh, the learning from issue number 100, Abecedero. Yeah, issue number 100. Groo, the epic run, was probably our most popular story ever. Admittedly a dubious distinction, in it Groo was sealed away for months in a vault-like library, wherein he actually learned how to read. This one was a particular favorite of illiterates. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, like, hands up, everyone who would put issue number 100 of the epic run as, you know, top 10, maybe top 5 Groo comics of all time. There's Abecedero right there. A, B, C, D. I don't know. Maybe it's not Abecedario. Abe Cadario. I don't know. I just think like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Abecedario. But anyway. Armus and Babas. Oh, look at what we got coming up next. Gods and Groo in a big 9 card mini poster. All right. So, Diathios. Doesn't say that it's Diathios. It just says Wager of the Gods. I don't know what this green god's name is. Anybody know the green god? I think only a few of them have proper names. Maybe a couple of them have, like, not names, not proper names, but titles. I call this the green god. Goddess over here. All right. And Megatheos, one of the earliest characters. Goes way back to the Image, or to the Pacific Comics run. This green one, oh yeah, I think so too. Like those fingernails and the, I don't know, the beard and all that. Looks great, eh? Do you know what his name is, Bobby? Oh, Shane. Some fans were angry that Groo learned to read. They thought he was too stupid to learn to read. I like the story. I also really like the story too. And, yeah. What can you say? Were these messengers of the gods called, starts with an A? A P? Ba, 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 ba. Can't think of it right now. It's not there. It's like Echolis or something like that, right? That's what they're called. And then Brown God and then we have Groo and Arcadio and Referto entering the underworld. I really liked Wager of the Gods, and passing by the trials, dragon, many-headed dragon, the serpent, I don't know what she was called, death, and finally the god of the underworld. Yeah, is that what he was called? The god of the underworld? The Wager of the Gods. Check it out. That is nice. Oh, and really, like, they're good looking, but just that. Normally, I'm not a fan of glossiness. In fact, when I was looking for, I think I already gave my sleeves to my son. But when I was looking for individual sleeves to put the cards in, when I was thinking maybe I would go that route, I was looking for matte sleeves. But man, these just look beautiful, especially in these sleeves. Nice, nice, nice. Wow. Holy mackerel. It's 10 to 9 already. Oh, got to get caught up in the chat. Sadly, don't know the green god's name, Bobby says. But I always loved, how he had an almost Hindu mythology vibe to it. Yeah, I totally see what you're saying there. I like how Sergio made each god represent different cultural aesthetics. Yeah, no, I thought so too. Really nice. Yep, good observations. Wager of the Gods. Really? All-time favorite story, Wager of the Gods. Wow. That's cool. Is Wager of the Gods good? I haven't read it. My first Groo was Frey, and I've been hunting for Wager since I started trying to collect the epic run, Bobby says. Well, according to Shane, you can't go wrong with Wager. Wager was really cool, like especially back in the day, because there was some continuity sometimes in the Groo comics, right? Like often a story would end and then the next story would pick up at the very least in the same location, right? And there were a couple, I guess, mini-series, but they weren't really presented as a mini-series. It was just like a short arc. Like I'm thinking, when we first met Referto, I think that was over a couple comics, and Gruella, like the Castle Siege stories, I think that might have even been 3 comics, right? Shane, you can back me up on this. But it seemed like Wager of the Gods was the first mini series that was more or less presented as, we're doing 4 comics and bam, 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 bam as a mini series. And so that made it super special, right? Yeah. You know what? Of course it's worth having. Of course it's worth reading. Is it good? Yeah, it's good. Is it in my top 5? I don't think so. Oh, Star Scrunch. Let's finish this page. Let's finish this page. Let's finish this page. Yes. The answer is yes. Wager is in the IDW Artists Edition. Got to be careful here. There we go. The Rainmaker. Hey, everybody. This reminds me. See, this is Groo banging a drum. Everybody say happy birthday to Doug. Say happy birthday, reliable toasters. Okay? All at the same time now. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday! Oh, vultures. Oh. He did. Oh, yeah, I knew that, Shane. Matcha and Bofas and Vano. I always wondered if Vano was based on somebody that Sergio knew, or he's got almost a contemporary look to him, don't you think? With that collar especially, wearing shorts. I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay. Put this over here. How am I going to do this? Put that there. Grab this. I'm going to pop these. Whoa, that's noisy. Back in here just for a sec. Boop, boop, boop. We are going to finish this. And we're not going to go super long tonight either. Okay, got to make some space. Oh, I love you. Cheese dip statue. Oh, I love you. One of a kind Funko Pop Groo. Oh, I love you. Birthday cake head candle. Okay, you're going over here. Stay tuned for a video on issue number 30 soon. Okay, be right back. Not really going away. I'm just standing over at the other side of the room. Okay, making a mess. Okay. Oh, there we go. This is for you, Star Scrunch. He does look like the comic book store guy. You're right. I don't think he looks like you, does he, Shane? Your beard is much more epic than the stubbly stub that's on Vanos's chin. Okay. 1, 2. Oh, Bobby. I'll see you, man. Oh, have a good rest of your working day. And hope you get to relax later on. Thanks for joining us. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. How am I going to do this? This is always just so big. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Star Scrunch. Moran. Why are you talking about this? Make me take out the big box with the big book that doesn't fit. Ugh. So yes, I could have just said yes, but this is a good excuse to get out the artist's edition. Oh, man, talk about looking at good looking art. This is the stuff. Okay, I'm going to have to move my mic back a bit so I can open pages here. Oh, I got to move back a bit more. Tom, I found this copy last summer at the Beguiling in Toronto. And, you know, there's eBay prices and then there's regular prices for these things. I got it at the Canadian regular price, which is, I was very happy for the price I paid for it. I'll say that much. Oh, I got to move the mic back even more. Okay. Oh, look at that stuff, eh? Yes, the Groo tin that had they had a series of maybe 7 or 8 or 9 mini statuettes. Look at this. Yeah, and they came in a tin. It's super hard to find, eh? I know, eh? Goodness. Man alive. Yeah, so here we are, Groo number 89. I'm sorry, I'm not talking. I'm just looking. Look at this hero with a large chin. All right. Oh, like, it is so nice. You can't see this. Excuse me. It's so nice. Can you see this now? To look at Sergio's art, like at proper size. So this town, this walled, fortified, castle city, absolutely beautiful. We're not going to spend hours here, but oh man alive. Lil Groo. Look at that. A puzzle page with a Groo butt. Yeah, I believe this is the size that Sergio drew at. Here is a floppy comic for reference. Oh, yeah, that's probably about right. I always thought it was double the size, but I can't imagine that IDW would print this at just slightly smaller than double the size. If it was supposed to be that. He said Groo butt. Yes. You've got the green one too. Shane, you've got the brown cover, right? Oh yeah. Uncolored. Like, oh, look at this. My goodness. Whew. This is how to do it. In fact, I don't want to give anything away, but issue number 30, I want to look at that up close. Not quite like this, but as close as I can. Star Scrunch, you've got the brown as well. So that's is the brown the one with, what is it? There's the green border, the brown border, and the custom drawing one, right? So your brown one would be signed, and then the other one has the art and signature. Shane's got this version with signed and sketched from Sergio at Comic-Con, I imagine, right? Okay, I'm going to see if I can put this back away without disturbing too much. Oh, that's so beautiful. Like, let's enjoy that for a second. Wow, so good. Okay, you go there, and box. Oops. All right, back safe and sound. This is another thing. Oh, I love even how the tabs fit in here. Okay. Ta-da! fall down. That's another thing, another project that I'd love to take some time to really delve into. Do some videos on that at some point. Let's bring out, oops, cheese dip. Let's bring out the Funko. So what color? You've got the green Star Scrunch, and what other color with the numbered? Wiggly wiggly. Sorry. I want it to look nice in the video. ASMR. You go over here. I like having all the things around, you know? You know what I mean? I have got the things. Okay. Making it work takes a little longer. Making it work. Anybody? Tom knows what that is. Doug would know what that is. All right. Oh, look, we changed the back again. Refertos on the back. Okay. Time to keep going. Okay, Star Scrunch says mine is brownish gold. I guess it's got a large image Groo on the front cover instead of the scene. Right. And is there a... What's the other color one? Does yours have like... Is it got like a large image of Groo kind of inset, like there's brown and then brown borders and then kind of inset? Doug and the Slugs. He's a Canadian. Good job, Tom. Arfetto. Maffetto. Geppetto. Okay. How many of Arfetto's siblings do we know? Besides Referto, Arfetto, Maffetto. Is it Maffetto? Yes. Those legs just goes. Bow, bow. Bow, bow. We never even really learned what Arfetto's mom's name is, did we? Are we on the last? We are. We're on the last. Oh. And this bodes not good for finding number 16. Bang. Oh, yeah. Gunpowder. And Groo. Oops, I got a little bit of microphone in shot there. Groo had the recipe, and Groo lost the recipe. Bang. This is actually pretty hard to read. It was in issue number 6 from Image that Groo met a man whose name was, G. We never got around to give him a name. Well, he was an ancient Asian who brought into Groo's world the great weapon known to us today as gunpowder. Actually, in the hands of Groo, chicken salad is a weapon. Heartbreaking. Oh, well, you know, Shane, it's not bad. It's okay, right? It just means, like I said before, I've still got something to collect. And I like collecting. Collecting is fun. And it's just one card. Like, it's out there. There are copies of number 16 to be had. And a number 16 will find its way to me, I'm sure. And all will be good. Cartas and Brajas. If Doug was still in the chat, he would be able to say Cartas is Spanish for cards, and Brajas, I'm guessing, is dice. John Adams, talking about his Pacific Comics. He got his number 3 and 4 in the back issues box. Yeah. Signed and sketched. Oh, yeah. Good score, John. Nice. Do you mind letting us know? Because I'm curious, like, you don't have to say anything you don't want to, but state or city or province where you found those? Oh, yeah, about Al Jaffe. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't read that. Yeah, of course. I'm sorry. I feel very foolish for not getting that and just passing that over. Yep. Yeah, good. Thanks for putting that in the chat, Lauren. Speaking of Mad Magazine artists, sort of. Yeah, because that's Sergio too, right? In case anyone hasn't heard, Al Jaffe, the great Al Jaffe, passed away just, was it yesterday or the day before? 102 years old. Man, that's a long life. And he looked like, from photos, that he was doing all right up until at least very recently. Yeah, it's too bad he wasn't able to continue drawing, of course. Like, that is, I don't know. Is it insensitive to say that for a man like Al Jaffe, probably not being able to draw maybe even more tragic than dying at age 102? Anyway, yeah. Sad news. Dallas Fort Worth. Ah, very nice. Yeah, I imagine you'd have a good number of shops down there. So look at that. Number 153. So everything's there, but number 16. And, as I said, I am kind of looking forward to picking up number 116. Okay, one last flip through from beginning to the end. Let's take a quick look at the Wildstorm Groo cards. Look at those. Oh, there. You know what? There's Chakal. So even though I had some less than flattering thoughts about the coloring on the Groo and Chakal card, that's a good, nice coloring on Chakal there. I like the sky behind the minstrel there. Really nice. 2 of Cups, Granny Groo. And here with the Mark Evanier card as well. It's that heavy-handed dark. It's a different type of highlight and shadow compared to where'd she go again? The Groo and Chakal card, but I don't know. Stan looks great. The Thought, it's great. The Cheese Dip Gag, Sergio. First Show, Emperor Sakisama, Kalelis. Okay, did I err? Number A. Speaking of, how appropriate is this? The Mikasa, Al Jaffe, written in his hair right there. See if we can get that a little closer without a glare. So you can take a look at his hair. It's not perfect. There you go. But the Mikasa. What does it say? Anything about Al here? In the second Marvel Epic issue, Groo went to seek out the Mikasa, a legendary creature who turned out to be a guy who looked an awful lot like Mad Magazine's Al Jaffe. Wouldn't life be simpler if everyone styled their name into their hair like that? That's funny. So, what is this? Is that in there? So if that's, did I err number 2? Did I err number 2? Where's number 1? Hang on. Oh, wait, there it is. Doi. Number 1, number 2. The Kings. That's great. Gorditos, Gordosa. The Monk. Did I err number 3? With legitimate Lil Groo and Lil Gruella. Ambassador Groo, love it. Chickens, love it. The Boatman of Bruos, love it. The Great Wizard. You know what? I think his nose is cut off. Yep. Spies, the Groofish, the Armsteel, my favorite cover, maybe? True love, best friends. What Groo does best. Amazing. Ooh, that guy's not looking very good. Bunta. Dinner. Referto's Reverie 1, 2, and 3. No good. The Starburst. Sapphire. Another dragon. A tough mission. Groo Butt. Did I err number 4? The Painter and the Shaman. The Gurus. Such classics. Referto Man. 2 Doors. A classic cult. Very much like the cover, eh? The Search for Water. Very nice. These two here together. They could have made a nice little side by side. Wager of the Gods. Hey, Gaming Groo is back. Groo Fish. You haven't read that one. Well, you got to get it. Got to read it. Sorry. Again, I'm getting lost in here and forgetting about the chat. Now read the backs in order. Not tonight, Shane. It's such a strange card, though. Compared to the others, it's the only 3D shaded one. It's certainly the only one shaded so over the top, right? Yeah. Sergio would normally add cross-hatching for a dark tone. Yeah, it's unique. His unique version of cross-hatching. Shane never got to meet Jaffe. Oh, great. Signed copy of his biography. Neat. You haven't read the Groofish. You gotta read the Groofish. You got the hardcover. Snookman's got the hardcover of Life and Death from Graffiti, signed by Sergio on one side and Mark on the other. Snookman. Gotta break into your house and steal your stuff. Just kidding, of course. That's so cool. That hardcover Death and Life is on my list. I don't know if I'll ever get it. And you know what? I'm all right, but that'd be all right. Did I air number 4? His 4th mistake. Yeah. Of course, Shane. Yes. I wish I could have taken you up on your offer, by the way. But Yeah, no way that was going to work out for me this year. One of these years, I'd love to meet Sergio. I like Roberto, and I like Oso. I like how he turned out. That was great. Isagul, neat. That was one of the last comics that I had to get to complete my Marvel run. I like the guy's nose. Oslov. Lunch. Arfetto. Roberto's family. Pipplecon. See, I'd like to do a video about the Pipplecon comics as well. Don't know how that would work. Is that all? Sunset. Checklist. Jester asks, Shane, did Sergio twist his mustache when you met him? I think what a better question would be, did Sergio let Shane twist Sergio's mustache? Someone made a fan trailer to a Groo cartoon. Yeah, I think there's been a few of those up there. That's great, Shane. Yeah, well, you know what? There'll be other opportunities. That last card is the cover of issue 120, right? I know you're fishing, Loran, for me to get out 120, and I will. I will grab that. Oh, right. That's what you're saying. Sorry, but yes, I'll be right back. Then we're wrapping things up. Oh. At least it's easy to grab issue 120. So, here we go. Not the cover of 120. Maybe 119 is what we're thinking of, right? No. Oh, man. Did 119 end with that image? Do 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 do. Nope, he's got his swords. Look at all the little Usagis. And 120 ends with, yeah, last panel. It does look familiar, I agree. It's like the false ending, right? Doot, doot, doot. No swords in town. Doot, doot. Yeah, there you are. You're right. That one there. Farewell, my faithful swords. You served me well. Hung up on the tree. And then, of course, I can't turn the page. Perhaps one day reason will prevail everywhere. All right, folks, I am going to wrap it up. Thanks again, Corner Box, for Shane. I guess I'll have to head back to Instagram. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight, joining me, hanging out with everybody. It was a great time. I really like hanging out with you folks. You're welcome for streaming. I don't know that there will be, I think this is this week's video, unfortunately. Was really super busy over Easter, but plans to be back next week with another video. Thanks again. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.